What is up, friends? Another quick one, following up that last video. If you want freedom from discontent, from disalignment of the self that leads to, death, sickness, disease, you need to invest in yourself. It's the only route to freedom, my friends. When I look back on my life, the short existence of experiences I've had so far, compared to most people, I've taken a lot from it. And the biggest takeaway I can see is the only things that have stayed with me is the things that I did because I enjoyed doing them. And I did them for no other person except me, right? Like, I chose to do that because I wanted to, and I went that way. Most people spend their entire lives only doing what they're told, right? They love to play the piano. School told them that would never make them money, right? So that slowly fell out of their lives as it was replaced by things they don't like to do, right? And then they ended up giving all of their energy to these external things. The only way to access freedom, my friends, is to invest your energy into yourself, right? So you need to raise the energetic bar where you can be financially free, right? But more importantly, you can be free of your mind. See, your mind will be in constant turmoil unless you are pursuing your path, right? You are investing energy into what you're here to do, okay? And it's so sad that, like, by the age of 12, 99% of people stop doing anything remotely that they enjoy doing purely from, like, inner inclination, right? Like, I got into video editing and drawing, right? I started filling out notebooks because I just love to learn and read books. And what I did for pleasure, following my curiosity, right? Investing in myself, all of that is paid back tenfold. But everything I had to memorize in school or was forced to do, none of that has even stayed with me, like, not even a grain, right? And, like, going even bigger than this, people spend 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, all their creative energy working on someone else's dream, right? Working for the system or, like, some other entity. And the problem with this is all that energy is only exchanged for $1 and no true value, right? You see, if you put that energy into following your passions, not only do you reap a 10x reward on, like, what it adds to your character and your being, but on top of that, like, you're building your masterpiece, your mountain, your temple. If you want to access freedom, my friends, you have to build yourself, invest in yourself, build your skills. And, like, I say this, and then most people are going to take this as in, like, they should go start their own business, or they're going to be thinking from, what do they need? But it's not about what you need, okay? It's not about, like, starting a business because this industry and, like, this thing I'm okay with doing, and if I do this, I could see how that's gonna, like, equal financial freedom. I'm saying just in the terms of, yo, after work or whatever, every single person out here, if you make it a priority, you all have 2 to 4 hours every single day where you can do what you enjoy to do, right? And build yourself, invest in those skills. Whatever you're inclined to do naturally, that is your path, my friends. You can guarantee that is one of your, like, gifts and something you're supposed to be pursuing. But if you only give your energy to all these external sources, if you only, like, do things because you're told to do them or you need to do them because the system, like, enforces it, you don't take anything away and you end up only trading your time for money. That's nothing. That will keep you a slave your whole life. You need to get ahead of that system, ahead of the curve, right? So, it's so disturbing. Most people spend the majority of their day, the majority of their waking hours doing shit they don't want to do. And just to cope with this, right, they have to stimulate themselves because there's no true passion. They're not growing anymore. There's no creative expression, right? It's not true to them. So they have to like stimulate themselves or numb themselves just to go to work. And when they get home, all they want to do is sit on the couch, but then they are tied down by all these other obligations because they're just not being energetically responsible. They don't got their priorities in check. My friends, investment in yourself, healing yourself. You are your first and primary priority. You must heal yourself before healing others. You must free yourself before freeing others, right? Learn, investigate, create, build your skills, follow your inclination, and you will grow. Like you're not going to be able to see how this is going to all, come together in some complex plan to ultimately grant you freedom. But I've seen, for me, everything that I've pursued because I truly, genuinely wanted to, has come together in this amazing masterpiece that I just see unfolding now. Where all of those skills that I built, right, will be used complementary of each other. And not only does that free you from the system, it frees you from this deep, aching sense that you were worth more. That we all feel, we all have this sense of our potential, a feeling of what we could be, right? And if we don't go after that, if we just accept our position, if we accept this system, ultimately that will lead to suffering, to death, to stagnant. Just, it's not true to you. This stuff can't exist in that. Pursue your dreams, pursue what you love to do on a very practical, basic level. Just invest in yourself and love doing it. Love doing it. Don't do it because you need to do it. Love doing it. And all of a sudden, you'll be listening to audiobooks on the way to work. You'll be coming home excited to get into that project that you left off on, right? At one point in my life, I was skipping class, right, to learn and study on my own. It was so funny. I'd say 90% of the things I learned and studied, I did outside of schooling, right? Of all the things I had to do, I would skimp on almost all of them to do what I wanted to do. And this has built me, and now I'm soaring, far beyond what my friends, what my old friends and that old world that I see, because they all only invest energy, they only invest their currency into external sources, ultimately keeping them a slave forever, where they're just trying to get ahead of other slaves. Invest in yourself, my friends. Be free. It's crucial. Your life depends on it. See you at the next video. More quick talks like this. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out, my friends.